Hello everybody. Welcome on back. I am Orion. We are playing some more yet another Zombie Survivors. Today we're going to go back to an explosive build where supposedly the rocket launcher got a pretty decent buff where it actually scales with attack speed now. So we're going to try that. We're going to run the tank, we're going to run the huntress, and then we're also going to run the medic. The tank and huntress are going to be our main ones here, and this is going to be kind of I guess a hybrid build between abilities and weapons, because we are going to do the rocket launcher, we're going to do the mines, we're going to do the bombing strike, and then with her we're going to do the decoy monkey, and we're going to do the explosive arrows. So there is going to be a little bit of a hybrid here. Let's do isolated city, endless. We're going to be running the explosive tag, we're going to run health and armor, we're going to run straight up damage, and then we're going to run weapon and ability cooldown reduction. Last time we did explosives, it didn't work out too well for us, mainly because the explosives in this game aren't necessarily that good. So we'll see if the rocket launcher got a buff to see if it's worthwhile now. And the explosive abilities in this game generally really aren't that great either, so we'll see. It's always fun to try new things, though, instead of doing the same old strong builds every time. I guess the goal for most of these videos is to see if we can last 40 minutes, because obviously the difficulty of this game did ramp up a lot. So right about now, I think anywhere above 40 minutes, I mostly consider a relatively successful run. Take a little bit of everything in the early game. I'm not gonna rush to rocket launcher because I don't want to get that super quick. You could maybe run a couple other classes. There's not really a lot of other classes that have explosives, though. The SWAT character has grenades, and I guess the turrets can do explosive rounds. The helicopter doesn't do any sort of explosions. None of his weapons do explosions. And then same with the ghost. I don't really think it's any explosions either. Let's take the huntress right here. So yeah, it's really mainly it's really mainly the tank that gets the explosive bonus here. All right, let's do, guess we'll go bow. I don't mind rushing the bow up, so we could probably rush the bow to explosives. Okay, we'll get the pump action. We'll take the pump action to like 3. Okay, ability crit damage. Let's put that on the tank. Pump action, we're gonna let this sit here for a little bit, because I don't want the other 2 weapons to show up yet until we're ready to do the rocket launcher. Okay, so let's go saw blades, and we'll get cogwheels for that, because that's an insanely good ability. Tag-wise, there's, or I guess item-wise, there's not really a lot of good things for us to take here. There's the explosive damage plus 40%, and really, that's it. I don't really think there's any other good explosive specific items to help us out here. So we'll probably just, again, take like a decent hybrid of stuff. I think Sugar Rush could be okay here. It's a little early for Sugar Rush, but I don't mind taking that, I guess, and we'll see how this one goes for us. Sugar Rush isn't going to be super beneficial right now. It's more of a late game item. Let's do Cogwheels. I think both of these characters will benefit pretty well from the killing frenzy, though. So if we sit on it for the rest of the game, I think it should be pretty good. I'll probably take the compass too at some point. Okay, let's liberate that. The compass is a really good ability item build. Let's do minefield. So the compass will get us extra. What's really going to help the compass is the extra, I guess it'll help everybody because it'll even help the medic, but extra ability damage, duration, and size. So that'll help with the explosions. And then the duration and stuff will help with the medic stuff. And then some of the, let's do minefield, and then some of the tank stuff. Okay, weapon damage, we'll put that on. Trying to debate who's going to be the better damage dealer here. Rocket launcher wasn't that impressive. Explosive arrows are decent, but let's try it on the tank. Because I guess I mostly want to see how good the rocket launcher is right now. I think that's kind of the main thing I'd love to see. Let's go. We don't have Fury Unleashed yet, so let's take that. Okay, well, okay, so here we go. Here's 2 of the items we need. So let's lock down Power Glove. So that's going to give us 40% extra explosive. And then we'll do Ring of Power. So Ring of Power is going to be the must-have right here. So again, before we get the SOS, let's check. Let's do minefield. But we'll verify that SOS, the Ring of Power, still gives you the bonuses even after you drop it. Okay, do we want to do Taunt this time? Shrapnel's super good. I think we'll just go Shrapnel. Ooh. Ooh, okay, let's lock down weapon critical damage. Take weapon critical chance, and we'll put that straight up on the tank. Okay, so let's see. We're at 180 damage. I just want to verify like all of this works. So medic. Okay, so now we're at 190 damage, so this should be 10 and 10. And then when we get that to 50 and 50, I want to drop it. Alright, let's do bombing strike. Okay, so now we're going to take that power glove, probably, unless one of the other good items shows up. Okay, so I am going to take the compass, just because that's going to give us... This is probably the best ability damage item in the game. We're not going to have, like, a ton of movement speed, although we will get movement speed with... we will get movement speed with the medic and stuff. But right now, this gives us... Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't pick it up yet. Next time. Okay, let's do... Let's take one round of... I don't want the bio weapon. I think I'll just take the electric one. Or maybe I do want the bio weapon. Yeah, let's go bio weapon, I guess. Because we're not going to have any electric, so it's going to be harder to get those tags. We'll have a better percentage with all our chemical stuff. So let's go chemical. We'll go multi-shot. Okay, then let's do... I don't really... I guess I could lock down that, and I'll take the crit, and then we just put that on the tank, so let's do... Put it on the tank for the extract. Since we just got that 25% extra crit chance on him. Yeah, then we'll take bio weapon, I guess. For arrow penetration, we'll take the explosives, obviously. We'll just kind of fit it in with everything. Let's do experiment 21 for more explosive. Okay, so these are okay ones. This one could be good too, because we will get... I don't think we'll get electric this build, but we'll have at least 5 tags. So we can lock that one down, and then we'll think about it. Glass cannon's a maybe. But let's take the compass for now. I don't think the compass is going to do a ton. 18, 18, and 18 actually isn't that bad. That's with it up, though. 14, okay, 14, 14, and 14 is not bad. Let's do explosive arrow. Zombie decoy. So just without no buffs, this is going to give me 14% ability damage, area, and duration. Like, that's that's a really, really good item without having to put anything into it. Then if you wanted to take some more movement speed, like if you take the movement speed badge, it makes it like a 26 or something, 26 right off the get without really having to do much. So it's just a really good item. Okay, let's do more penetration. Okay, so there's like some movement speed stuff, but let's take the ability cooldown reduction. I'm gonna put that on the medic. Okay, let's see. Solar panel is a pretty decent one. I don't know how good it's gonna be for this build though, because we're not gonna be like a really fast firing build, but I guess still decent. We'll just take this and call it, I think. This one's not bad either. Let's go with the Ruby Gem though. The Ruby Gem's not going to do a lot for us right now, 3, 6, and 9. But it's going to add at least 2 more once we get Chemical and Ice. Okay, we'll do Explosive Arrows, max that out. Then we'll do arrow penetration explosive, so it creates a small explosion every time it penetrates, and it has a 60% chance. So more explosions. Okay, we'll do cooperation. Alright, let's do experiment 21. So what are we at on this right now? 30? Okay, let's go with ability damage. Put that on tank. Okay, I think we can go rocket launcher now. Man, this would have been better. I'm still actually going to take this. That'll give me 40% XP. Hecka late, but still 40% XP gain for a little bit. Until we replace it is fine. Okay, we will do the chemical for experiment 21. Okay, not the minigun. Let's go medical drone. Ability duration. That's gonna be a medic one, I guess. No one else really benefits from this. Even the medic does, I guess the medic does a little bit for stim pack. So, other than that, well, I guess he would with his Fury Unleashed. Let's put it on the medic. Okay, there's the rocket launcher. Let's see if this thing's actually any good now. Okay, damage, no. Glass cannon. That, I mean, I guess. Let's banish bleeding. Well, actually, let's banish the empty chest, because that one's pointless now. I guess we'll take the glass cannon, and I'll sit on this one for a little bit and see how we do. This one worries me a little bit though, because I'm more inclined to take this if I have better CC. You know, if I have like a lot of slow, if I have the energy dome, the energy shield from the engineer. Since I don't have any of that though, this is going to be a little bit more risky. But like I said, we'll play with it for a little bit. If I feel that we're still not killing quick enough, then I might have to ditch it. Because the whole point of taking this is that you need to one-shot most things so you don't get hit. But if we're still going to get hit anyways, then there's no point having it. Go stim pack. Okay, let's go XP modifier, I think. Let's lock down weapon damage, though, and go XP modifier. Okay, let's do stim pack again. Now rocket launcher is going to be maxed out. Okay, this one might be okay. Like, this one and the scouter could be okay for just all the crits. This one's gonna be a no for this build, so let's just banish that. Sure, let's just take the homing pigeon for now. Like I said, there's a lot of items there's a lot of items that we could take in this build, and we're kind of seeing it. It just depends. It's just gonna depend what we see and when we see it. Let's see. This one's a tough one because we're gonna take double damage, so should I just take the armor? I guess I'll just take the armor this time. I don't know how much it's gonna help, but maybe it'll help against the smaller attacks. Because I don't think the heal is the right one when we're doing this. Because it's not gonna... heals aren't gonna matter if we just get one-shot it. we're not gonna do offense. The offense isn't good. Do decoy. Okay, well, I'm gonna take that XP modifier again, 20%. Okay, so let's do defense. It's gonna be really good for this one because it's gonna nullify 1 instance of damage every 30 seconds. Now, I don't know if that actually scales with cooldown reduction and all of that. That'd be interesting if it did. I doubt it, but maybe. Okay, let's go decoy, and then we'll start getting her weapon up. Okay, so weapon damage 215, because I think we can... Are we at the point where we can replace the other one yet? Banish... Yeah, banish this one, because we're not going to do any fire, ice, or electric. So let's banish that one. Let's re-roll. T-pose could be a one here. Is this at 50 yet? Okay, so what did we say we were at? 215 weapon damage. Let's try this one. And then we'll replace you. So we're still at 216 weapon damage. So T-pose right here, this item we just took, each 5 seconds without receiving damage, we get 1% extra damage, so it can stack 25 times. So we can get an extra 25% damage bonus here. So like right now we're at, oh, it's not going to tell us how much we're at. It's weird that that one wouldn't show how many stacks you're at, because a lot of the other weapons, a lot of the other items do. Let's do bear trap. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. See, because like this one will show you what you're at. This one shows you what you're at. A lot of these items will show you what you're at. Just like the mod chip. The mod chip shows you how many stacks you have and how much critical or how much weapon cooldown and attack speed you have. I would like it. I would like that item to show that too. Anything that has adjusting numbers, I would like to see, I think. Okay, let's just do toxic. Toxic now decoy now lasts longer and emits chemical clouds. Okay, then let's go handgun. Let's at least get to stim pack. Or not stim pack, syringe. So we're gonna have pretty good damage modifiers here. Okay, I will take that health regeneration. Anytime I see an upgraded thing, I almost always take it, no matter what it is. Okay, syringe gun it is. I mean, if these weapons are, you know, if these weapons are improved, this build has the potential to be one of the higher damage builds I've done, I guess. Just because we have such really good damage items right now. Let's go syringe again. Right, we have a lot of items here that are doing a good job modifying our damage. And then if we can get, yeah, like something like this too. So I definitely need to replace something, so I might as well just take this and I'll replace the wooden stick. So weapon attacks are now going to be critical also. So now our abilities and crits on full health enemies. And then if we get something like the crab, which is going to increase our crit damage, that could be a good one too to give us even more damage. I just really hope this build can last a while. I don't know. I don't feel incredibly strong. Like, I see us doing high numbers. I see really high damage numbers sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm hitting for 10,000 damage. A lot of crits, things like that. But I'm just not sure how long we can keep this up for without getting hit and things like that. Because I don't think we can keep up with the pace of the zombies. Even though our damage is high, keeping up the pace is the hard part on being able to kill all of them quick enough. And we have little to no CC. Wow, that movement speed is going to be super good for this guy. That's going to give me 5% extra on everything. And just extra movement speed, that's always nice. Okay, we'll do the antidote flask. So I can already feel the zombies breaking through, and we're only at 25 minutes. Let's do one level of resuscitate. Alright, these are a no. Let's banish. Burn. I'm trying to, what would I even replace at this point? Maybe one of these guys? But I think this one maybe, because the cooldown reduction, this one's probably a replace. The cooldown reduction, like the attack speed is really only good for the rocket launcher. The cooldown reduction is good for all of them, and then 5% critical damage isn't really a lot. Let's re-roll these though. These are re-rolls still. So solar panel, weapon crits have a chance to reduce cooldown abilities. Or we could just do straight up critical chance. 15% critical chance isn't bad. I think we'll go with that. And then we'll replace this one. Yeah, because I like the T-pose. The T-pose, we haven't been getting hit a lot yet, so T-pose is fine. This one's still a must-have. This is a must-have. This one's probably a must-have too. So these ones might feel a little redundant in this build. So I think we can just deal with the Sugar Rush. And we'll go with like something like that. And then I can probably, if we see something else we like, I can replace the Scouter or the Pigeon. I'm gonna do more, let's do more bear traps so we can get a little bit more CC in here. Oh, see, that was a big hit. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with Resuscitate here, because I do almost feel like my death is coming sooner than I would like. You know, why not? Maybe that extra 100 health will come in handy someday. See, we're hitting for really good damage. I'm seeing 12,000. I'm seeing 12,000 crits up here. Is that a 17,000? Look, like right here. Let's see. Let's do the Frozen. I think Frozen might be a little better than the Fire. If I had more tags, maybe, but we might as well. I'll just do the Frozen. That'll give me like a slightly bit extra CC. So this is what I'm saying. Damage-wise, I think we're doing incredible. We're doing really high numbers. Just a little bit slow on the attack. Okay, let's see. This is a reroll. Oh, this one. Yeah, I think we go with this one. Well, let's see. We're gonna have... Okay, so Chemical. We have Chemical on almost all the time. With our... Between our 2 chemical weapons and my chemical bomb, that's almost always up. This is kind of a maybe. Like, these two are maybes. These two might be up. Kinetic might be up a decent amount, but Chemical should be up a lot, because I see that up a lot. So let's actually do this one, and then let's replace it with... I might replace it with the weapon, just because I feel the abilities probably hit maybe a little more often. Just because I have the saw blades out all the time. Our bombs, all the decoys, the bear traps, the flasks. I think we might be hitting... I think we might be hitting ability crits more often, so this one might be a little less useful. That's just kind of an assumption here. Because my weapon attacks are also not as fast as, you know, like a minigun or something. But see, look at all the chemical that we're putting on. So these guys are almost always going to have chemical on them at the bare minimum. And with that, they'll take 20% extra more damage again. And so that actually makes this item a better one too. So now, now that extra crit will apply more. Since it'll be a little bit more useful now since I don't have the 100% crit chance against full health enemies with my weapon. And we'll go antidote flask. I wouldn't mind getting some more ability reduction on the medic. I do know too at some point here, because I've run this weapon or this glass cannon plenty of times. At some point, you know, we're gonna get hit for like 3,100 damage. So I think when we get our... Okay, let's do... Ooh, let's lock this down. I'm gonna do weapon damage. We'll go with the tank again. But we're gonna do the Valhalla one, so I want to try to get good cooldown reduction on our resuscitate here. Let's put all our points in that. That's not going to give us cooldown reduction, but it's going to give us more health. But I don't think picking up all the health and XP is going to be that beneficial when we're a glass cannon build. Okay, so we'll do Valhalla. This one will be interesting if we die, because this is going to give us more damage. But it's going to lower our HP each time. So again, just kind of all in on damage here for this build, which I guess is probably the way to go. Because I couldn't imagine what we would be doing right now if I didn't have all this extra damage. I don't think we would be keeping up. I'm barely keeping up as it is at, what, the 30-minute mark? Alright, these are rerolls. These are rerolls. Oh, okay, this is another one. When damage against a full health enemy is crit, we kind of lose out on... What's my actual critical chance? We have pretty high crit chance on these guys. But then that would just mean I would have to replace... The only thing I would replace is this, and this kind of goes well with those ones. But doing higher crit damages could be nice. And we do have a pretty decent crit chance. I think we'll do that. Let's just do it. And this is going to give us 5% extra more. Okay, let's do arrow rain. Okay, these are rerolls. At this point, I don't really know if I take anything different now. Okay, let's do the ability cooldown reduction on the medic. Yeah, look at this. We're almost dead, though. Okay, we'll do multiple here. We should get a few because of the compass we have, so we should get like 3 of them maybe, I think. Oh, looks like we have 4 or 5. these are not really that good here. I guess we'll do duration there. These are not that good either. Come on, let's do dodge. Oh, dang, did I use a revive? I didn't even know I used a revive. I didn't even notice that. Dang. That was not, yeah, that wasn't that good. 29,000 DPS, that's not really that great for the items we had. Granted, we didn't really last, I mean, that was almost the 40-minute mark. 39,000. Yeah, see, that's just, ugh, that is pretty disappointing to see, like, the DPS numbers on this rocket launcher. I would expect the rocket launcher to be one of the highest DPS items. I don't know. 29,000 is not horrible, but we did stack a ton of extra damage on here. Because I got, the other day, I got 1,000 cuts over 40,000, and we didn't build any of this, any of these damage items. This is good though, you know, almost 40,000. 10, 15, 2 and 2. What else did we do here? Saw blades 15. It's bombing strike. See, bombing strike needs to be a little bit better. That wasn't really anything. Minefield, okay. And then we go the medic, and then pretty typical here. Low DPS on most of these. Yeah, that was, I mean, to be fair, this is what I expected. It wasn't really that strong of a build to begin with. And then this just kind of reiterates it's still really not that strong of a build. Rocket launcher could use a little bit of a buff. I think I would like to see it do just as much or more than explosive arrows. Because damage wise, he didn't even keep up. he didn't even keep up. Like damage dealt, she only did a little bit less, and we got her later in the game. So yeah, definitely use a little bit of a slight adjustment on the rocket launcher's damage here. So I guess that's really it. I mean, I think we had the items we wanted to see here. This was good for our abilities. This was really good for our explosive damage. And then we had the extra crit stuff. And then this was giving us, I would imagine this was giving us decent damage because almost everybody was at least poisoned. And then they probably had decent kinetic on them and maybe slashing because of, well, a couple of their abilities, like just between these guys' abilities, then all the extra damage. So there we go. That was our explosive build. Not as good as it could be, but you know, it does okay. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.